Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing some food prep. I'm going to be doing some snack foods and also some actual meals. I do have a list of all of the potential things that I could prep today, but we will see how much I get done. Before I get started, I wanted to say if you are new here, make sure you subscribe if you like videos like this, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. So I'm going to start out by peeling and cutting up these carrots. This is a 10-pound bag that I bought from Costco, and by this time we had had it for a couple weeks, so I just decided to go ahead and get these ready to eat so they don't go to waste. So now I have this big container of strawberries from Costco, and I'm just going to rinse these off and cut the stem off and cut them in half. And my kids like to eat these just as a snack or even sometimes in yogurt, but most of the time they just eat them. So I'm just going to go ahead and rinse these off and get them chopped up and ready to go. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the grapes. I'm going to pull them off the stem and wash them and then put them in a gallon Ziploc bag just to have them ready to eat. I find that we waste a lot less food. Actually, we don't waste any of this food, especially when it is prepped and ready to eat. Now I'm going to go ahead and hard boil all of these eggs. This is one of the packages from Costco. I think there might be 2 dozen in there. So I think it comes in really helpful if I hard boil eggs ahead of time, because me and 3 of my kids really like hard boiled eggs. So I like to use them in salads or just eat them as a snack or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and let them boil. And these are some chicken sausage links that I get from Costco. We really like these, and they're actually already fully cooked, but I'm going to go ahead and heat these up because I'm going to make some breakfast burritos. And also from Costco, I cannot leave usually without buying 1 or 2 of their rotisserie chickens. I like to pull the meat off of the chicken and use it for recipes, and so that's what I'm doing now. I have 2 of them, and I had bought these rotisserie chickens a couple days before prepping these meals, and I find that it's easier to take the chicken off after it is warm, or when it's warm. So I just reheated these chickens in the microwave for a couple minutes. So that's what you'll see me taking out of the microwave in a minute, is one of the rotisserie chickens. And I'm just gonna pull all the meat off of both of them for a soup, a chicken and wild rice soup, and also for a couple chicken pot pies. And as you can see, once I have all the chicken pulled off, I go ahead and chop that up into smaller pieces, and I divided it into 2 separate groups of chicken because I was planning 2 meals with these. And now I'm gonna go ahead and chop up an onion because I'm using this for my breakfast burritos, and it also goes in the chicken and wild rice soup. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish making the breakfast burritos. I'm gonna go ahead and crack a bunch of eggs right in the pan, and I'm going to scramble those up. I know a lot of people use a bowl to scramble eggs, but I just go ahead and crack them right into the pan because I just feel it's one less dish to wash. And so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna add the rest of my ingredients after those are getting close to being cooked. I'm going to put some onions in there, some sausage that I chop up, and some cheese, and a little bit of salsa. And this has been one of my favorite seasonings lately. I put it on a ton of stuff. I put it on eggs and potatoes and chicken and all kinds of things, but it's by McCormick. I think that's how you say it. It's the garlic, herb, and black pepper and sea salt. So it has like all of those 3 flavors in there. So that's what I seasoned my eggs with, and it is really good. I really like that. So right now I'm just gonna go ahead and chop up the sausage that I cooked or heated up and add that to the pan.
And I went ahead and added that salsa straight into the pan, and I mixed it up, and I waited until the cheese was all melted and everything was mixed together really well. And now I'm gonna go ahead and assemble the burritos. And I actually had a lot more of the mixture for the burritos before I started recording this, but my husband and son ate like 3 or 4 of these, not each, but total, before I even started assembling these ones to save and put in the fridge. That usually happens to me during meal prep. A lot of the stuff gets eaten already right away, so I have to plan for a lot extra, but that's okay. And now I'm gonna go ahead and chop up some celery for the chicken and wild rice soup. And the soup is supposed to be a creamy soup, and that's the way my kids like it. And I completely forgot to buy the heavy whipping cream that the recipe calls for. So I end up just bagging up the chicken and the onions and the celery and going to the store later and buying that. So after the eggs were done cooking, I went ahead and put them into an ice water bath because it makes it a little bit easier for them to peel usually. And so now I'm just gonna go ahead and get started on the chicken pot pie filling. So I was supposed to add this gradually, this and the milk, but I didn't, and it still turned out fine, but I think it just took a little bit longer to thicken up. And I am definitely going to be doing this again in the future. This made 2 chicken pot pies, and I just had the crust in the fridge ready to go. And so all I had to do was throw it together and bake it, and it was done. And this is what the fridge looks like now. I have all of my fruit and stuff at the top, and my breakfast burritos, hard-boiled eggs, and I have the stuff ready for the soup there. And then I also had some leftovers in here, some sloppy joes. So we had tons of food in here ready to go. So that just made it a whole lot easier for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments if you want to see more like this.